the fire, so close to getting burned. Walking across a tightrope, scared of getting hurt. Oh. We can't stop this feeling, why change it if it works? We've been overthinking, it only makes it worse. What if fireworks don't have an ending? What if credits never after all? What if we spoke up and stopped pretending? What if we stopped trying to take control? What if, oh, what if, 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 we both know that things won't go the way we want if we control it. Oh, what if, what if, 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 we both know that things won't go the way we want if we control it. What if, what if, oh, what if, what if.
We are back after a summer break, and what better way to start this next chapter of the City Buzz off with two guys who are awesome singers, a DJ duo, Dom and Jesse. Hi, guys.
It's good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
No, thank you. Me and Dom, we went to college together. You arts.
Man.
Yes. Man,
Rip.
this time. Listen. You arts, man. I can go on and on about those days.
Yeah.
But I just love seeing, you still doing this, right? And having a friend to do it with is awesome, So tell me how you guys got started.
Dom,
Do you want to give your story or?
how we got started?
Yeah. So we.
You know me. I'm like so to the point when I tell stories. I
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay. So yeah. So we were both on OnlyFans, and then
Definitely.
we had.
It was Tinder.
Yeah.
No. All right. So basically,
Not Tinder, Grinder.
So I'll tell my brief story. Oh my God, Dom.
What is happening? I love
None
this.
of that. So basically, like, I grew up in South Florida, lived there most of my life, met my wife, got married. She's originally from up here in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So living down there, we decided to come check it out up here and live up here and see how we like it. I loved it, and I've been here ever since. But the first year of moving here, I met Deshaun Penn, who introduced me to Range the Messenger, and these two guys ended up becoming like our production team, our mentors, our artist development coaches, all of the above. And they introduced me to Dom, and they had the initial idea of like, you both are great artists, like how about you try out a duo? And that is the short story of how we became Dom and Jesse.
Yeah. Okay, so slightly longer story. While I was at UArts, I started taking artist development and mentorship through Range because I was doing a bunch of, as we both were, taking a bunch of shows, open mics, doing whatever we could in the city to kind of get our name out there. And like, I mean, you were already well established too. So like, it was funny because these conversations we have, you speak about us at like this same level, but like when you came into UArts, all of us were like, oh my God, she's made it, she's doing it, and like you were doing such great things.
You know what you call it? You fake it before you make it, Dom. Okay.
No, but
I love that.
Like, give yourself some credit. You were doing some really cool stuff in the city already, and a lot of us looked up to you. And so, I went into artist development mentorship because I just saw like the level of professionalism you already had.
Wait,
and
you're lying right now.
No, swear to God. And like you and a bunch of other people from UArts really did affect me.
Oh my
and that's
God,
one
that
of
is
the
so
few
sweet.
things, of the few things that I learned from UArts. Another small thing I learned from UArts is if you're in music, don't go to college and be $250,000 in debt, but we can talk about that another time.
1,000% agree. I talk about this all the time.
So I found mentorship outside of school, and I was with Range for, oh my God, like 5 years prior to meeting Jesse, and then Jesse came up from Florida in like, what, 2018 or 2019? 2017, and I think we met in 2018.
2018.
And at that time, I had moved back to Connecticut, where I'm from, and I had created an LLC, created a record label, found management, put together producers, started making an album, started creating these ventures. And Range was like, "Hey, we have a meeting in Philly, and I want you to come move back to Philly." And I was like, "I mean, you're my mentor, so like whatever you say, I'll listen." So I come down to Philly, and they didn't really tell either of us what was going on, and we both show up in this like basement studio. Shout out to Triangle Park and Robot Scott and all those guys who are also now in LA.
Yeah, White Room Studio.
Yeah, White Room. And we show up in this room and we're both like, who's this guy? And Sean brings in Jesse and Range brings in me. And they sit us both down and they're like what Jesse said, you should be a duo. And for some weird reason, we were like, well, we both already had albums out. That we both wrote and pretty much produced ourselves.
Yeah,
and
we were solo artists. Like we already had albums and
toured with our albums. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Promoting our own stuff. And like, we didn't ever think to be in groups. But at that moment in the studio, we kind of looked at each other and like, we yin and yang too, like completely different people. So we had like all of these excuses and every right to be like, why? No. But for some reason, we were like, why not? Let's try it out.
Let's
and
do it.
Here we are 6 years later.
6 years later. Guys, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I just love your vibes. I really
Thank
do.
you.
Like, they're just so chill and like awesome. Dom, where did the pink hair come from?
Where did it come from?
Asking me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you were blonde.
Yeah.
Well, when we started the duo, you were natural.
Yeah.
Then you went blonde.
Yeah. And like different
then-
styles and lengths.
And then Maddie, you were like, Maddie, buzz my hair and let's make it pink.
Oh yeah, no, we
think
made it
Maddie
purple.
did
I
it.
think at first,
Oh,
and I didn't
yeah.
like the purple, and then I made it pink because this is actually shampoo. So every like 4
No
days,
way.
Talk
I'll make
about Nani
shampoo.
Vic.
Oh yeah, my Nani Vic. She's like my mom 1B. She just turned, I believe, 89.
89? Oh my God, God bless.
And I could be completely wrong and slap me in the face for it, but like I see her as 21. She's
yeah.
like, she has purple hair still, literally.
Does she really?
Oh yeah. So I dye my hair because of her, and then
I love this.
And I like to keep it pink as well because my mom just survived breast cancer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
I love that
so
too.
it's like,
This is great.
and my aunt had breast cancer,
Yeah,
and
so
like
honoring them.
yeah,
That's
in
so
a way,
beautiful.
and at the same time too, it's just like buzz cut season all season,
Yeah.
every season, and it's just so much easier to just like my girlfriend and I, we do it ourselves at home. And so it's just
You
so
save a lot of
easy.
money,
yeah,
too.
save money, you save time, and like
Yeah.
I can just get up in the morning and like I don't have
Yeah.
to do my hair up, and it's just it's easier.
It's
and
fun, too.
And now I'm like the kid with the pink hair, so I know it's like okay, it's like he's the guy with the glasses,
Yeah,
I'm the guy with the pink hair. It's just so
okay, so
easy
that's
for us.
that's your thing. So you wear
Yeah.
glasses all the time.
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
do. It's just kind of become a thing, and like our thing is like summer all year.
Yes.
So just wearing glasses is like, I just hope people, when the fact that I'm wearing glasses all the time, just see me as like chill. Mm-hmm. And
I see that.
I thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And like I'm just always ready for like just a good hang.
Yeah. And we sell them at all our shows. We sell
Yeah, the
those and
merch.
lighters, and we're about to do
love
shirts.
the look of
and-
the glasses. They're
Thank
really
you.
cool.
Wanna try 'em on?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Dom and Jesse. Hey. Summer all year.
Well, if you look on the side too, it says
love
Dom
it.
and Jesse, and we actually make those stickers and we sticker them on ourselves,
You
and
do
like
your
we
own
buy
merch.
we do our own merch.
We
Everything,
like
yeah.
hand make all our own merch, even bracelets. Like we make our own
Yeah.
bracelets.
We custom make all the
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I love when I see like you doing all like the aspects in like your merchandise. Like you're on, I know you're on top of your music. You guys do all your stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so.
Us and our production team. I think as
Yeah.
far as the music goes, is
Very
where
collaborative,
like
yeah.
it's very collaborative. But everything else, as far as like social media, running these events that we're doing, the Dom and Jesse and Friends events, these shows, the one that we sold out in Milk Boy, like it's collaborative in other ways. But really, at the end of the day, like Jesse and I are doing all the editing, the content creation, the
Yes.
content ideas, the keeping up the website, the posters, the hiring on the staff, finding the people we want to work with for these events. Like we're really doing everything. We're the sound guys at our shows. We're the investors. We're the MCs, the musicians, the DJs. Like we
Yeah.
literally are the one-stop shop.
We do a lot. The past 6 years, we've done everything. It's not just like up until this last year where we're outsourcing a lot of stuff. Like we actually have a shout out to Camille, who's did our poster, but like we've done our posters
Yeah.
we've done our video editing.
That's cool.
It's not up until this last year. We just outsourcing it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
'Cause
We're
you're
trying to
probably
learn to
gonna-
work with people. You know, we want
Yes.
to because if you wanna-
collaborate with
right,
people.
and we want to grow our business. We restarted our LLC again, and we just got our tax number for it. We're really excited. Like we feel like grown ups because we're doing all this like grown up.
Big guy stuff, right?
It's like we're putting it all together. But if you
Let's
want
talk about taxes.
Yeah, let's talk
We're
about.
like-
Please don't. My husband's a tax accountant. I don't want to hear any more about taxes.
we're learning all those things, and through this process, we're learning that we're getting to a point we can't do it ourselves anymore.
Yeah.
And the more people we get on board, the higher our ceiling gets.
Yes.
So we're inviting as much collaboration as possible now.
And you know what I think about that? I mean, for me anyway, is I feel like sometimes when your hand's in everything, sometimes you feel like you're burnt out. Like you can't 100% be your whole, like super creative because you're worrying about this, that, this, that,
Yeah.
this, that. So when
That's so
you're like asking someone to even take your pictures for your event or can you make a flyer, even that little bit is helpful.
Yeah.
And also working with people who also give that good energy to you, you know, having that team is very important, you
It
know,
is.
it really is. And I mean, I'm sure you guys like feed off of each other's vibes. Like if someone's having a bad day and you're at a show, like you guys get together and you're like, all right, let's do this. And like, you just have fun, right? Like I never had that. So like, I admire that you're able to work with each other and like put on this amazing show.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well, don't get us wrong too. It is a brotherhood.
I was gonna ask, did you grow up with siblings?
yeah, my brother Phil, my brother
Yeah, that's
Frankie.
right, that's right.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So it's like that. Like
Yeah.
there's times where you want to like wring each other's necks, and then there's times where it's like, I love you so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
I
so
mean, come on.
we get
I love that.
We're like brothers. We literally have those moments all the time. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, we literally remind ourselves that like we gotta have fun with this.
Yeah.
We have
We
to
only
have
got one
fun.
shot at this life,
Listen.
you know?
One shot, but
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have fun doing this, what's the point of doing it?
Right.
And that's why I took a
Exactly.
break. Truly. I took like a little hiatus with music for a little bit because I started like not having fun with it anymore.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until, I mean, I made songs here and there, but it wasn't until I had my son where I was like, I need to do something for me. Started this all back up again.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I was doing it from when I was 13. So I didn't have like friends. I never hung out with people at school.
Yeah.
I was always doing whatever I was
Yo.
getting thrown doing. So
it's-
I
yeah.
never really got to hang out with anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
What's
just
the thing?
part of this business, though.
can hang
you
out with
know?
us.
Yeah, let's hang out. Let's do
out with
it.
us.
It's a bummer because a lot of people won't understand, and like even though we do have our own families and our own lives and what we've got going on, it's very easy to feel lonely still because it's as much as we want to have fun with all this, to get to a point where we want to get to.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, playing at Wells Fargo and touring and really, really making an impact in the world, a positive impact on the planet. That's
Yes.
really what we want to do.
Absolutely.
And if you want to do that, you have to go beyond that comfort zone of having fun and sacrifice sometimes that like, sometimes this is going to feel like work. And sometimes I'm going to do things that I don't want to do to get the result that I want.
Yes.
And so we often find ourselves in that. And like, I've lost a lot of family and friends already. And we still haven't even reached, the surface, I feel like.
Yeah.
We haven't even scratched the surface. And I know we're going to lose a lot more, but the thing is we're going to gain as well. We're going to gain those lifelong relationships and friendships and
That turn into
people who
family.
understand where we're coming from
Yeah.
when we get into the work mode and we don't talk to you for a month and then we reach back out and it's like, oh, okay, like you were just busy, you
Yeah.
know? But some people unfortunately just don't understand that. And we never mean to come from that
Yeah.
standpoint. It's just life gets busy sometimes and we have really high expectations for ourselves and we don't want to let ourselves down or our family or our friends or the people we're around,
When you have that goal and you want to shoot for it, like you're doing 1,000% to make
Yeah.
it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't, what's the point? Like I always say that. Now you have 2 children.
I do.
How do you juggle this, please? Because enlighten me, because I'm struggling really bad.
Yeah. You have one
I have one,
son, right?
yeah.
Almost 3 or 2.
He's going to be 3 in June.
Nice.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I have an amazing wife who really holds it down at home. So definitely having a partner to hold it down is super important. But we've been married for almost 9 years now.
Wow.
So we're coming
Okay.
on like 10 years together, basically. But it can be a lot, but one of my like biggest goals in life is to just be a great dad. So whenever I'm home, I try to be as present as possible, and I'm getting my son on the bus, and literally all the other time I have, I try to devote to either music or giving myself time to do what I want to do, which is like
Yes.
maybe play some video games here and there, or mostly just music, or I'm working on merch or something with Dom and Jesse.
Yeah.
But yeah, like growing up, personally, I didn't know my dad till I was 19. And I grew
Wow.
up with just my mom.
Okay.
So being a father is like super important to me. It's like one of my purposes in life to be like the best dad I can possibly be.
This is so beautiful.
So thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
that.
So it's really important to me to be a present father. And, we just had Jackson, which is my son. He's 8. We just had him at our last show. He like came up and
Did he love
pretended to
it?
play the sax. We had like a blow up saxophone.
No way.
And we have the song Orange, Yellow, Purple Sky where it has a sax solo. And we were like, let's get Jackson to play the sax.
This is amazing.
So yeah, you can see on our Instagram, there's like a video of him coming up on stage playing the sax, and the crowd went.
Oh, he's gonna
absolutely
remember it
nuts.
for the rest of his life for sure.
1,000%.
Loved it.
And
But,
now it's gonna be a thing. Like when we're at Wells Fargo and when we're at those
Oh,
big
you're
stadiums,
yes.
we gotta bring him out.
1,000%.
Like-
It's gonna happen. Truly, it really is.
Yeah.
Like we're speaking it into existence. Let's go. What's
yeah.
happening? Tell us about some shows coming up.
Oh man,
You guys got a lot happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the big one.
Yeah.
Vinyl.
So if we could give a little context too, so we've been running these events. We did our first one in June called Dom and Jesse and Friends, and we want to run it every 3 to 4 months. And we do over 100 gigs a year, but they're mostly cover gigs, and we've been doing it ever since we started. And
the show right
there
there.
you go.
There you go.
And we started to transition our focus because we realized that these cover gigs aren't really translating into ticket sales or fans. We're just mostly background music, and it's like, okay, well, let's really like put our foot forward and focus on our original work now. And with these events that we're doing, as you know, there's really not a lot. There really is no community for pop in Philly, and at first we were like, screw it. Let's move to LA or let's move somewhere else that's got it. And then we're like, wait, hold on. If there's no market,
gotta
why
make
don't
it.
we just recreate the market and let's be the kings of that market and build a community, because there are people, they just don't have an outlet.
Yeah,
Yes.
everybody's so scattered.
Yeah.
If you look at Philly, it's like a lot of rap and R&B.
Exactly.
I mean, it's been
Or-
that my whole life.
Or in the pop realm, it's
Yeah.
like sad boy acoustic
Exactly,
music.
yes.
And we're high energy. So we know that those people are around. There's just no outlet. So we're creating these shows every 3 to 4 months to give these people a platform to showcase what
That's
they're
so
doing
nice.
and create that high energy pop community that I think the people need.
I agree.
And so
Philly does not have that.
Yeah, so-
we've talked. I've been doing that for years, and the only thing I would be able to get around here is festivals
Right,
because
right.
there's no venue is
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this girl come in and sing pop dance music, like
yeah.
while they're eating dinner.
Yeah.
Like, it's
And the people do want it. It's just
Yeah.
they're going outside of the city to get it.
Yes.
And so our hope is by next year we have a thriving community of people way more than us.
Yeah.
That are also tapping into other areas. Because even after selling out Milk Boy in June, we've seen multiple acts that were on that bill start branching out and getting their own things and
That's
getting
so
their own
nice.
opportunities. And
Yes.
it's like just from one event, we've seen a huge change.
Yeah.
And so now we're doing it again, but twice as big, which is really nerve wracking for us. September 24th at Vinyl.
okay.
It's
a new venue.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's really exciting. We've got amazing acts on it. We have amazing collaboration with people running it with us. If you want to go into detail,
Yeah, Julia Ostrovsky is presenting it, and she's awesome. We've been working with her for about a year now, and she has introduced us to a lot of the DJ scene here
Yes.
in Philadelphia. And she introduced us to like vinyl, right? Or Damaged Goods. So she introduced us to Damaged Goods, and that led us to a lot of things in Philly. So she's presenting the show, and we're super excited on that part. But yeah, am I missing anything?
I mean, just Adriana Orsini is like her first big show as an artist.
Oh, the artist?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, Anthony Winters, who we had on the last show, which we're already just great friends with him. And then we got Mason, who is a phenomenal writer based out of Philly here. And we've been associated with him in our team for a while now, and we just have been waiting for like the perfect opportunity to get him on the bill, and we've found that this is like the
That's
moment,
so
you know.
great.
And then we have Milk Boy was like a hard cutoff, and there were so many people that stayed after our show, but they had to kick him out because they wanted to break down and they were closing the venue down. And we were like, hold on, this next event, we've got to have an after party because we want to have another, like, being on stage is cool, but we want to connect with the people. And the best way to do that is after the show. And so we're doing an after party with DJ Smooth.
Nice.
And he's actually sponsoring the event as well with his drinks. But
Maybe
we're gonna
I
have
gotta
him.
come to the show. It's a Tuesday.
It's a
All
Tuesday
right.
night. Yeah.
I think Nugget's gonna be a part of the after party too.
Yeah.
Who wants to come with me? We're going. I'm coming.
Nuggets hosting the whole event too.
Nice. Yes, love Nugget.
Yeah.
Smooth is great
He's
too.
awesome.
Yep. So we just have really great people helping out with the event, and just making it come to fruition. And we have no intention of slowing this down.
No.
It's becoming like a community of
Yeah.
people. Like the only reason we were able to sell out Milk Boy, and we want to like definitely let everybody know, is like we all came together to create something, and that's what this is as well. Like we want to continue to like put people together and create this community.
Can I be in your community, guys?
You
This
are.
is fun.
You are. Seriously.
Community.
Like New York and LA don't have to be the only places where pop
No.
music is like creating a buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The city buzz.
You know what I'm saying? So like we all help each other. All this whole community, like whether you're doing podcasting or an artist, other artists, like we're all creating a buzz about something.
It's the truth. That's why we named it the City Buzz.
And I mean,
because
you look
we're
at-
literally giving all different people, like all different people, and seeing what their buzz is about.
And you look at the
Exactly.
history of Philly as well, and I mean, you talk about like the roots, right? They the reason why them and John Legend and like Will Smith and all these other artists,
Patti LaBelle, she was a big one out of here.
But the way that they all made it were a wave of a community.
Yeah.
It wasn't just them.
We're going to go back to even like Bobby Rydell, and he was like Wildwood Days. Who doesn't know that song, right? Like he was he lived here his whole life. You know what I mean? Like I feel like back then, though, if you think about it, Philly was a lot more on the map, right? And then, because Philly International Records was like a really big thing.
Right. And there were a lot of huge recording studios here
there
too
was
that unfortunately
tons. Yes, music was like really, it was a big scene here.
Yeah.
And it seems like during like the 80s is kind of when things started slowing down here a little bit, even in the 90s. Like, and I mean, when I started, Philly International Records was a defunct label and tried to sign me to a developmental deal at 13, and we said no. I mean, probably a very big mistake, but I felt like I was just starting out. I didn't know any better, right? But I think to myself, if Philly had even more out, like, a way to do more shows or even more I can't even think of the word, like
just more of a community.
Yes,
There's no community here,
that,
unfortunately.
and also even like if people want to get into acting and stuff, like there's nothing here.
Yeah, there's
Seriously.
no outreach. I know.
And believe me, I looked. I've been looking for like 20 years. There's nothing.
Yeah. And if you find it, it's like a shady.
Yes, you have to like you find it, and then you're looking online. Is this a scam? Like,
Yes.
That's literally every time. Like, is this company a scam? And then it ends up like all this stuff. But like, I admire that you guys are trying to put like a nice community together. Social media helps a lot too, because you're meeting these people that like you might have never even had your paths cross, like years ago, that wasn't even a thing. Instagram, I don't even think started until we were in college. I think it was like the year that I think like
blowing up in,
2012, 2013 was like the year that was starting. Now it's like on top of the world. If you don't have an Instagram account, what are you doing?
And Facebook was
That's so
personal.
true.
Facebook wasn't
That's so
really
true.
business oriented as it is
No,
today.
it wasn't. And I remember on Facebook, like posting things on there, and then it just got like real old all of a sudden. Like
Yeah.
people, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's sorry, but it did. Like, so Twitter wasn't my thing. I wasn't like I couldn't figure out how to do something in 300 words. Obviously, I speak in like riddles. So
well, and it's easier to catch the negative on Twitter as well, because Twitter is word based, where Instagram is more visual.
Yes.
So like
I'm
you
more
can,
of a visual person.
right? And you can see like if we're pushing the poster, if we're pushing content, you're gonna see the content before you're gonna see the comments. But on Twitter, you're gonna see the comment before the content.
Yeah.
And so you know it's. I think, to me personally, at least with Twitter, the reason why I never liked it is because it's so easy to ride into the hate.
Yeah.
And then to see the hate, and then you start to self-doubt, and then you start to wonder things and overthink and this and that. But, you know, with these
Part of
other
the business,
platforms,
though, man.
yeah. But with these other platforms, it's like you push what you're pushing, and you can find your pockets of communities in those.
Well, I know that your slogan is summer all year, correct?
Yeah.
Summer's over, but you guys want it to be all year. Tell me about how that happened. There's a song, correct? Is there a song?
Yeah, we have
Okay.
a song Summer All Year.
Yeah.
Tell me about the whole idea of this, because I want it to be summer all year. I do.
Right.
I hate the fall, winter, and spring. I could deal with the fall a little bit, right? And the spring. The winter, though, I'd rather move
Oh my
somewhere
God.
warm because I cannot deal with the cold.
I know.
It's more so about the vibe of summer. You know, it's like you're in a better mood. You know, you're happier. You're more inclined to like have fun.
Yeah, more outgoing.
It's more of the vibe. Like keep that summer vibe all year. You know, And
Seasonal depression is a real thing.
It is. It really is. It's more so about that. Like we really want people to have fun when they come to our shows or when they listen to our music. We want them to have a good time, have fun. So it's really about bringing that summer vibe like every day.
Oh my God, we should sell vitamin D.
We
with our
should
merch.
sell vitamin D.
Yeah.
That's a great
Little
idea.
like vitamin
I'm
D with
sure
our
you
merch.
definitely can.
Supplement salesman now.
Yes.
Well,
I
'cause
think
you know,
you can
vitamin
do
D.
it.
Yo, you understand, like in the winter,
I
one
think
thing
this
I
is
learned.
a really great idea.
One thing I learned as an adult, it's like you in the winter, if you take supplement vitamin D, it literally
He's
affects
correct.
your depression.
No,
it
you're
literally
right.
Tom
does.
and Jess, summer all year vitamin D.
Yeah.
I think this is an amazing idea because I have to take vitamin D,
Yeah.
B12 injections.
Yes.
Like, I need all of this, or
Yes.
I'm like on the ground crying. Like,
Oh my god.
Vitamin D.
Would you take our vitamin D?
I'll take it.
Yo, imagine though being at a show and taking vitamin D, and like in an hour, you're like, wow, I feel good.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're
And
helping
guess
you be
what?
healthy.
It's not like you're giving them Molly. You're giving them vitamin D.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's
Absolutely.
It's more the natural
Right.
thing.
It's like, hey,
Okay.
hey kid, you want some vitamin D?
Oh man, this is great. I'm getting on board with this one.
Man.
All right, we'll
Oh,
cut you
man.
in. We'll
Great,
cut you in
great
on the deal.
ideas, guys.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
You get some of the
No, but-
intellectual property.
See,
of that.
perfect.
Yeah, our we were trying to come up with a slogan and just kind of like an overall idea that's larger than us, because people will buy into an idea before you, right?
Yeah,
And our mentor Range, he was the one that kind of christened the idea of summer all year, and then we just rode with it. And yeah, like the whole idea of summer all year is like, long story short, every room we step foot in, we want to make sure we're bringing that sunshine with us.
You do.
because
for sure.
like we'll be the first ones to talk about it, and sometimes it is tough to talk about it, but like even though we sell positivity, like even we have our moments of just we feel like we're bottom of the barrel, we feel like, you know, just absolute at the end of the day. And we know everybody has those moments. Everybody.
Yes.
Yep.
And whether your biggest problem is that you're about to be homeless, or you are homeless, or that your mom took your iPad away, it's like everybody still feels the same amount of pain no matter what their most pain is. And so we try to keep that in mind whenever we do a show. Like, everybody's hurting. Okay, let's have them forget about that for a moment, and let's all just have fun and smell the roses, you know?
Yeah, it's like it's like understanding the value of like bringing fun and positivity wherever we go, because that is literally the escape. Because like people have come up and told us like, you've literally, like, I've had the shittiest week, and just like having fun with you guys at this show is brought me up. And I'm just like, you know what, my week has been shitty too, and like being here doing this with you, that also brings me up. So
Yeah.
it's like understanding like we're gonna go into every situation with like a positive and fun mindset because like we need that too. You know?
Oh, we sure do. That's why I'm coming on the 24th to have some positive reinforcement.
I
Go.
love that.
I'm
Seriously.
very excited for your show.
Thank you.
So speaking of like when you're down in the dumps, right? Everyone goes through it, like you said, but I just feel like people who are creative people, whether it be singers, actors, anybody, even artists, right? I feel like we all really are either up on 1,000
Yeah.
or the lowest of the low, right? And I remember going to a show, high on life, real excited, happy, and then going home and crying my eyes out. And everyone thought I was the happiest person in the entire world because I'm on stage, like dancing, right? And then I'm home, I'm like, oh my God, my wife, I'm not signed by the Disney Channel yet.
Yeah,
Like,
right. Yep,
you know
yep.
what I mean? But like, if you're not doing something creative, you feel like you have no purpose, you know? It could be really anything. It could just be, you know, like me doing the podcast, making some music and posting online, like helps me. Doing like shows, like that helps me too. Like I think like even the littlest thing of being productive makes, you know, you be like a lot more happier, right? But you always feel like you need to be creative, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
that's it.
So I've wrestled with this a lot. So because my mom raised me as a single mom, just for context about my life, my mom raised me and she passed away 2 years ago from COVID, right?
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you. But this gave me like a big like realization
Yeah.
of like what do I want my life to be? Because I literally hold like everybody that raised me, my grandparents, my mom, I literally have their birth certificates, their death certificates. I've inherited everything, right? And it's not much, but it's like I hold these documents that sum up our lives. And it just made me realize like what do I want my life to be? And so I've wrestled with depression and those highs at shows and those lows of like I feel alone now because nobody's looking at me, nobody's hearing me, you know? So I've put my life into, at least now in this moment, I put my life into two purposes. One is being the best father I could be, right? And then the second one is to help people. And that second one is like an umbrella thing because being the best me I can be is helping people. Sharing my story is helping people.
Yeah.
Also picking up the phone and just seeing how people are, you know, checking on them, that's helping people. You know, sharing value, giving a smile,
Yeah.
that's helping people. And so that's that no matter how I feel, I can always go like, don't forget your purpose. It's to help people.
I'm so happy that I have Jesse's number now. When I'm down in the dumps, I'm calling you.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
need that positivity every day. You just shoot me a text. Remember, you have a purpose. Be like, yes, I do. Thank you. No,
Yes.
that's so nice. I really love that. It's a truth. When you know that you have a purpose and you're like, even if it's like for your kids or for, you know, even just doing something you love, like it keeps you going, you know, like keeps you motivated. It's really hard, like also in the winter to stay motivated, man. That seasonal depression really kicks me hard. You know,
Yep.
extra vitamin D and B12.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's
Yeah.
taking like health is wealth. It's take care of your body. Because I get so sick coming from Florida. Like
Yeah.
I'm still a tropical body.
Yeah.
Coming up here, I've had to learn quick. Like I'm gonna get sinus infections every month
yeah.
unless I'm doing this.
Yes.
You know. So,
Sinus infections, they don't play. They're bad, especially for us.
yeah. No, health is a big thing about like your mental attitudes too. It definitely plays a part.
How do you deal with your depression? Your creative depression? Let us know.
Oh God. So I have been. I'm big on psychedelics. So
Okay.
I've been microdosing a lot on mushrooms. And a lot of people are scared of that. They immediately think like, "Oh my God, you're doing drugs," you know. And it's like, yeah, I am, but I'm doing it consciously, and I'm doing my research, and I'm being very strategic about it because, you know, a lot of these things aren't for everybody. Even like something as simple as marijuana, right? I don't think it's for everybody. I think some people it can trigger, certain things. Everybody's body chemistry is different.
Yeah.
And so I don't praise it, but I also am not against it because it has helped a lot of people, especially with the microdosing, with the studies that have shown like there are physical changes long term to the brain that have many positive effects. And unlike a lot of pharmaceutical drugs, you can't overdose on mushrooms. You really, if you have a bad experience, it's an eye-opening experience that maybe changes your perspective on life. And some pharmaceutical drugs like oxy and all that other stuff, those have very, very bad side effects that can last your entire life, that can actually make it worse for you. And finding natural ways to go about it, because I've tried therapy and I hate talking to random people about my issues, and half the time I feel like they don't understand or they don't care.
Yeah.
They're there to get paid. And when you talk to your family or you talk to your friends, sometimes it's like, okay, well, are they just saying yes to me, or are they really listening, or
do they really
do they really
understand?
understand? So
Yeah.
it's like at the end of the day, I'm big on Buddhism. I've been studying Buddhism for a very long time, for many, many years. I was raised Catholic and I did not like it. And Buddhism was one thing I found, because Buddhism it's a self path, and it is all up to you. The decisions you make, the path you choose, the things you say, the way you react to things. It's like literally where your life goes, it is all because of you and your decisions. It is based on nobody else. And so for me, when I deal with my depression, it's like, okay, how do I dig deep into myself and be honest and true to myself, face those, appreciate those, and be real with those moments, and how do I overcome them, rather than like being afraid of them. Let me just talk about my problems. No, let me face my problems. Let me accept them. And now let me do the research on how I can change that. And again, with the microdosing, it might not be for everybody, but out of anything, that has helped me the most.
Did you ever have a bad experience where you're like, woo?
No, because I've definitely had trips where I was like, I've seen the galaxies, and like I've always loved it, It's always given me a great perspective on life. And one thing my mom has always told me, and I have it tattooed literally on my arm, is smell the roses. So like to remind myself. And with the microdosing, it puts me more in the moment, because it's like I'm a very strategic and planned person. I think 5 steps ahead. When I do something or I make a decision, I think, okay, well, how is that going to impact down the road and this and that? But that also hurts me in the moment, because I'm not so focused in the moment. And the microdosing has helped me really like, okay, let me take a step back. Let me breathe. Let me see like what's around me, and let me appreciate what's in front of me right now, rather than like hoping for the future, and that's really helped me a lot with the depression, of like just a change of perspective.
You guys are teaching me so much today. Oh my goodness. I need to get some vitamin D, some psychedelics.
All right, somewhere I'll get your shrooms.
No, my God,
that's
no.
another one. Good job, guys. I think you guys are doing a really great job with these. Keep the
God.
ideas coming.
Right, keep canceling ourselves.
No one steal their ideas.
No, but there's no one way to do it. You have to find your own way. But at the end of the day, I think the best advice that I think at least I could give that's helped me is just being so brutally honest with yourself, and then not getting down in the dumps about it, but like, okay, but how can I turn this around? Okay, this is a flaw of mine. How do I fix it? Rather than this is a flaw of mine, I suck.
Yeah.
Because most people will go to that. I'll go to that.
I mean, I go to that all the time. Yeah. Like, I'm just like, man, I suck. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to come and record a song now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, how do you cope with it? Finding healthy ways to cope with it that is going to benefit you, rather than crutch.
Yeah.
Be a crutch to you.
Well, I mean, you guys making music, right? I'm sure is also like, it helpful for like, the depression, like you guys being creative and wanting to, make original music. Tell us about like some of your original songs that you have out there. Like how many singles or albums? I don't know, like that you guys have, so everyone can like find and listen to it.
So we have like we have like 3 or 4 EPs out at the moment. We have like a few singles, but we've been releasing since like 2019,
Yeah.
2020.
So you make a nice catalog of music, right?
So far, so good,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's all in collaboration with our production team, The
Yeah.
Ring, and great people, great writers. We come from backgrounds of being solo artists and
Yes.
literally doing everything ourselves, writing the production in our bedroom by ourselves. So being in this production team and in this duo, we're very much like a collaborative thing now. And it's honestly, it's got everything has its ups and downs. But you're able to like learn so much, like writing with other people, collaborating with other people. It's like, I think Pharrell said it, like
It's like
when
therapy.
yeah, it can be
Yes.
for sure.
It's like
When
therapy.
but when you're running, when you're a runner, you want to run with people who are faster than you, or
Yes.
just as fast, who are also trying to get faster, as opposed to being the fastest runner. You know, you're not gonna get faster and get better just being the fastest runner in every group you're in. You always want to run with people who are faster or just as fast in order to like keep you going.
I think you need to write a book.
Yeah.
I do. The Dom and Jesse book. These are the things to live by.
That would be nice to get to a place where I have enough to say
Right.
to write a book.
No,
you know?
seriously.
If that helps somebody, that's part of my purpose. I'll do it.
I'm making like reels out of this stuff. Seriously, you're really spitting some facts over here. So what is your favorite song? Your ultimate
my
favorite
God.
song that you guys have made? I'm going to ask both of you.
That we've made so far.
Your personal favorite.
Ooh, right. So it changes. You know what I mean? It definitely changes. But we haven't performed it yet, and we're gonna perform it at this show right here on the
It keeps
24th.
coming up.
I love it. It's perfect. It's called Love It, and we haven't performed it yet. But right now, that's my favorite.
Okay.
Shout out to Yuffie.
Yeah, shout out to
wrote it.
Yuffie who helped us with like the entire process. But it very much reminds me of like the Thriller album, like those kind of songs where it's like very like funky, groovy. And
I love that.
it's
That's a
like-
cool vibe, right?
it's basically about like, you know, when you're drinking, you're thinking about her kind of thing.
yeah.
So I just love that. Right now, that's like my favorite.
Cool.
yeah.
What's yours?
It depends. It depends on the moment too. You know, like playing live and listening to it are like two completely different contexts too. So like, I think one of my favorites might be What If. And then live playing, I love playing a song called Soon You'll See. But yeah, like depending on the day, I mean, it changes. And well, also my favorite is one that we haven't released yet.
He has a lot of
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah, but that yeah, it just always changes.
Yeah.
And the funny thing too is like I don't have a favorite artist.
Yeah.
I don't have like just one artist that I've always looked up to. I don't have a favorite album or like when everyone's like, oh, it's like your top 3 albums. I don't know because there's so many good albums out there.
Yeah.
And it always changes too. So that's such a hard question.
That's what
to
makes it a
answer.
good question, though. It's like,
Yeah.
if you're on a deserted island, what's your
Dude,
one album that you have
that's
to listen?
tough, man.
Things like that. Like
Yeah.
you have to, if you have to pick.
I couldn't.
I wanna
I'd be
be
here
able
for
to
5
either.
hours.
Yeah.
I'd be here for 5 hours trying to figure out what album it is.
I feel like it also depends on your mood.
It
what
does.
you want to listen to.
Absolutely
Right.
And
Like,
moods always changes, and we're all us creatives are very passionate people.
Yeah.
So our mood can change like that.
Oh, in the split
And
of a
so-
second.
right, so-
I'm a Gemini, so my mood really switches a lot of the times. You never know who you're getting.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's
I'm
tough.
a Scorpio. What does that mean?
I have no clue what yours means. All I know
Yeah.
is that I have 2 personalities and they intertwine depending on who I'm with.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Somebody's going to like hear that, what I just said, and judge me based off me being a Scorpio. And I don't appreciate that because I'm not just a title.
Listen, if guys know their zodiac signs and what do you know what it
Oh, I'm
means?
proudly an Aquarius.
Okay, so what's yours mean?
I'm stubborn.
Okay.
I'm extremely passionate
Okay.
in what I do. I am very loving. I love people. I love being around people, but I love my
Alone time.
my me time and my personal space and like the ability to live my own path. But I'm also a people pleaser. So it's like this duality of everything. Like,
Yeah.
as an Aquarius, it's this like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of life. It's like no matter what path you take, you're always going to be passionate about either side. yeah, it's I'm just a very passionate, stubborn person.
I can see that about you,
Yeah,
Dom, though. Like from like being in like college and everything,
Yeah.
like you're like
I've always been upfront, you know. I've
Yes,
never
I
been
love
like
that.
what like I will tell you exactly how I feel.
Oh, and I'm the same exact way.
Yeah, and some people will come across and think that like, you know, maybe I'm a bit of an asshole, but I know I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
And I would rather tell you the absolute truth with no sugarcoating.
I'm not a sugarcoater.
Yeah, I just don't
whatsoever.
I don't deal well with passive aggressive or sugarcoating.
Yeah.
I don't deal well with it. And it works for some people.
Are you sure you're not from South Philly? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's-
right. Yeah. I lived in South Philly for a little, so I definitely I
got a
got a little bit
little
of that. Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's people around here. We don't sugarcoat anything, and that's some people think we're ignorant, but like, you know, it's what you see is what you get.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I don't know. I have family that's the last name Tercey. So,
Really? Oh,
Yes.
wow. No
yeah.
way.
Mhm. So I remember meeting Dom and saying, Dad, are we related to a Dom Tercey?
That's so
Yo, what a
funny.
small world that
I
would
would
be.
have loved it. I would have met my cousin in college.
Yeah, right.
Nah, we're not related, Dom.
Oh, man.
Are you guys sure? Maybe you should.
I don't
like,
know. We should do
dig deeper.
ancestry
We
DNA or
could,
something.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, it's so on my grandmother's side, there's like a bunch of Terceys. And yeah.
Huh.
Maybe Nani Vic is like
T-U-R-S-I?
related
Yeah,
to
the same exact spelling. Yeah. And they lived in South Philly and then they moved to Jersey. Yeah.
Just
Whoa.
call each other cousins. Just
Cousins.
Yeah.
What's up,
Yeah, we're
guys?
just cousins now.
No, but I always was like, are we related to him? That would have been wild. But
That
no.
would have been wild.
He's like, I don't think so.
It might be. You never know.
Yeah,
You never
yeah.
know till you find out.
Hey, migrated to Connecticut. That's why
Yeah.
I said, yeah, he's from Connecticut. He's like, I don't think we have any family in
Yeah,
Connecticut.
yeah. We don't have any family in Philly
Yes.
that we know of.
Yeah, see?
Are
Hey,
you
never
Italian?
know. Yes. Did you think I was anything else?
I didn't want to assume. I didn't want to assume.
Yeah, I'm Italian. I did my ancestry DNA. I'm Italian and Armenian and a bunch of other Middle Eastern things.
Whoa.
Well, he's
Yeah.
Italian. Dom's
Yeah, I'm
Italian.
Italian.
yeah,
My dad's 100%. But
You're
my
probably
mom's
related.
a European mutt, but I don't have any like.
You know what? I think we're related. See, I got European in me. He
I'm
has
optimistic about it.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm looking at cousins.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we are. Cousin.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
But
That is
no.
so funny.
I think that's our job. We have to go look to see if
Mm-hmm.
we are related.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you think I was anything else but Italian? I don't really get much. I get like sometimes Greek.
I go into everything like not assuming anything,
Okay, I like that. That's good.
just in case I'm like you're Italian, right? And you're just like, no. I'm just like, oh,
What if I would have been like, no, I'm not Italian?
Some people react like that.
No.
I would've been
Unfortunately.
curious.
I am very proud to be Italian.
I have a nice childish curiosity for everything.
What
so,
nationality are you?
So I'm half Puerto Rican, half like European white, I guess you
Yeah.
could say. My mom's like they say Pennsylvania Dutch, like her family, and my dad's Puerto Rican from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm like half and half of that. I've never done an ancestry lookup, so I could be a bunch of other things, but yeah, I'm one of those Puerto Ricans that can't speak Spanish, so I'm what they call a Puerto Rican. So
Puerto Rican.
yeah,
That's great.
but one of our close best friends, Ariel, he's DJ La Musa. He's Puerto Rican and he speaks Spanish, so I feel more Puerto Rican when I'm around Ariel, and we'll just curse each other out in Spanish.
Yeah.
That's all I know is like curse words and greetings. And
It's okay.
where's the bathroom? You know.
That's all you need to know,
Yeah.
right? It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're Italian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And see.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
We got the Italians and the Puerto Rican. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I love it.
Because people sometimes think I'm Spanish.
I can see that.
Yeah, people say it all the time. Like they're Spanish, Greek, Italian. I never got Armenian, but it was in my ancestry. I spit in the little thing and then I shook it up and I sent it off. Yeah.
Ooh. I would like to do that.
Now they
Yeah.
say China has our DNA.
That's fine.
apparently.
They can have it. I mean, if they want to
What are
make
they gonna do
another
with it?
Felicia, that's fine. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't
They're gonna
know.
clone you.
I would love that. I want to clone.
Wouldn't it be cool to hang out with a clone for a day?
Yes. I
What
want
would you
to.
do?
No, you might either love yourself or absolutely
I wanna
hate
see-
it.
I wanna
Just be
see
like,
it.
yo, you're a
Imagine
Yeah.
hanging out with yourself. You're just like, I hate me.
yeah.
I want to see how I feel about myself. Truly.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So
Well,
you're DJs too. Is
Yeah.
this okay?
Yeah,
So-
we
How
started
did
that
that-
up in COVID.
We
How
would
did that
offend.
happen?
We would offend DJs by. I feel like we would offend, and maybe this is just me. We would offend DJs by saying we're DJs.
Yeah. I get
Because-
imposter syndrome a lot from it.
Okay.
We see DJs like Smooth and Courtesy and Dev and like people who are like really truly good, like Nico. So
Jimmy Six.
Jimmy
the
Six,
list is
DJ
literally
Houdini.
endless. Yeah.
Martin, the list goes on that we've seen. They're DJs, like they're so good at what they do. We pride ourselves more so on we're entertainers.
Okay.
So we can be behind a guitar, behind a microphone, behind a DJ board, and our job is to entertain you. So we're gonna make sure we pick the right songs. We're gonna make sure there's somebody's birthday in the crowd. We're gonna shout you out. We're gonna give you that special moment. Like we are truly gonna entertain the crowd and connect in some way. And that's where we pride ourselves. So we do DJ. We picked it up over the pandemic and we started learning. So we understand the board. We could speak the language. But to call us like DJs is like, we respect the craft of DJing so much. We can't truly call ourselves DJs.
I get it.
We do DJ, but we're more so entertainers.
I love it. So I grew up with a house full of DJs, so I completely understand why you feel like, because please, I used to say to them, can I DJ? I'll be a female DJ. I really wish I would have gotten into it and they would have taught me it, but I would have felt the same way. Like I'm a singer. I'm not I'm more of an entertainer. I'm not a DJ, but you guys bring the party wherever you go. So I can completely see, I would hire you for a party.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Yeah, thank you.
We definitely understand what a party looks like.
Yeah.
And we can provide that. And I think the DJing has helped us lengthen that process, because a lot of bands will go on like a 45-minute break, and we used to do that too. And we would play literally our music, the break music, on our phone on a playlist. And then we started DJing. We were like, oh, we can keep the party going.
Yes.
And now one of our things we're very proud of is like, once you enter the room, you're not leaving because you don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, and the DJing has provided us that ability to do it. But with these Dom and Jesse and Friends shows we're doing, we're not DJing at all. We're just showcasing our original music and the live band and the singing, like what we truly, like what our real path is. If a day comes where we can find the fusion, we'll do it. But for now, it's like, okay, you know,
I have ideas for the fusion.
Okay.
I'll give
We
them
would
to
love
you.
to hear it, seriously.
I do. I got some
We would love to
ideas
hear
for
it.
you.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
love it. I love
I
it.
marinated a lot over the years.
Okay.
Seriously. I have some ideas. I've done shows where there's DJs and singers, and like I can show you how to mix
Please.
it all
Yeah,
together.
please.
Because I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Especially with somewhere like vinyl, if you do it there again. I think it would be a cool vibe.
We kind of do, like, we play to tracks when we do our little duo gig. So we'll DJ and then we'll play some songs and then we'll go back to DJing again. We've tried to infuse the two. Not many times, but a handful of occasions, and to me enough times that it like doesn't translate.
Yeah.
Because if you're DJing and then playing a song and then DJing and then playing a song and then play a couple songs and then DJ again, people get confused.
Yeah.
They're like, what's going on? Like, are we seeing a live performance or are we seeing a DJ? And the sound is like, you know, might be louder for the songs than it is the DJing. It's like you'd have to get really good at like making sure the sound is coexisting. It's hard to coexist the two together at the same time.
Yeah.
It just kind of throws people off a little bit.
Now, I
So
know
we-
you play the guitar.
We both do, yeah.
You both play
Yes.
the guitar. Teach me your ways. My husband just bought me a guitar.
Nice.
It's gonna be hard for me because I play upside down.
Excuse me?
I play righty guitar, upside down lefty, and I don't restring it. So I just take a righty guitar and I just start playing.
Yeah.
So it's like hard to teach people
How
because
do you do that?
I think it's easier.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you? You think it's easy doing it his way?
So yeah, when we're like learning songs, like I have to like look upside down to see what he's doing. So I'm like, oh, that's what you're doing. No, it's very interesting because like
Mom,
I'm
that's
holding
incredible.
I'm holding it this way and he's like holding it this way, and it's kind of something cool. Like we'll
It looks
switch
cool
guitars.
on stage, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll switch guitars in the middle of the show because it's like he literally plays upside down. Like that's the only way he knows how to play.
Damn,
and
that's really cool.
Thank you.
Technically, I'm playing upside down to him, so it's very amazing. To
I
him,
think it's
too.
upside down because the highest note is lowest for you guys.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
lowest note is low for me,
Yeah.
so it makes sense. As I'm going up the scale, I'm going up the neck.
Wow.
But as you guys are going up the scale, you're going down the neck. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, so I know nothing about guitars at all. He literally just bought me a guitar because I'm like, I need to get more like universal and play and stuff. Like I always wanted to learn, never did
Well, and you
it.
can do your own gigs now. You don't have to rely on other people to play for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Me, I just did a bunch of tracks and like would go and sing pop dance music.
Right.
Like so now I want to do something a little different, right?
Cool.
But now that makes so much more sense to me.
It makes so much sense.
Like the highest notes like on the top, the lowest notes at the bottom. That to me makes more sense.
Yeah.
You're gonna start playing upside down.
I might have to learn that way. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Man, this is gonna. When I learn, it's gonna mess me up.
Just understand, most teachers aren't going to be willing to teach you at that point. That's how I learned, like, actually, because I played upside down. My mom was like, if you want to get a guitar, when I was a kid, she was like, if you want to get a guitar, because I'm lefty.
Okay.
So I picked up my friend's guitar, and no one told me to put it the other way. And so I was like, Mom, I really want to play guitar. She was like, okay, if you want, I'll get you a guitar, but you have to take lessons. And I was like, all right, fine. Take one lesson with the dude. And I'm like, I also learned by ear rather than by sight. And so he would play a riff, and I would kind of look at the way he played it, and I just kind of look off, and he's like, no, look at the book and play it. Read the notes. I'm like, I don't need to. You just showed me how to play it, so I'm just going to play it.
Yeah.
And he kept trying to tell me to turn it regular, and I was like, no. And so he looked at my mom, and he's like, I can't freaking teach the kid. And so we went to a bookstore, and I bought a guitar book that showed like chord fingering, and I just learned my own way of playing it and just taught myself how to play.
That's amazing.
And here we are.
That's amazing.
So it's like, if you want to learn upside down, it's going to be a little more difficult, but like, just learn your own way. Get a book where it shows the chords, and then just learn the chords yourself. Because as you as a singer, right, you shine as a singer for sure, and your performance, your stage skills, you don't really need to learn how to rip on guitar.
No.
You just need to accompany yourself.
Yes.
You just need to learn the chords, right?
Same with the piano for me when I was trying to do like the piano error for myself.
Yeah.
It didn't really end well. But
So if you want to learn,
it's
just
like the chords. I remember the one song I did, "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus. I think it was
my
like
God.
my one and only time being like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Wrecking Ball, and I was like, yep, not good.
you just gotta stay at it, you know.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn upside down, let me know. I could teach you a few things.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
It should be coming in soon. He ordered it online.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I'll
Oh
take a
my
picture
God.
and send it to
Are
you
you
guys.
right-handed?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm right-handed.
Don't learn upside down. Don't learn upside down. Just learn right-handed, the
Okay.
regular, because then you could pick
Am
up.
I going to get calluses? Everyone
Yes.
keeps... Oh, man.
Yes.
Yeah, like I'm pretty callous. Like so
Yeah, we're.
just
I mean,
I'm
literally,
known
I'm
for
like,
s-
I've got little bubbles in my finger.
Really?
Oh yeah.
say goodbye to pretty
You're-
nails. Like
Yep.
you can't.
I
wear
don't
those.
even have nails anymore because my son, I'm afraid I'm going to like poke him. He'll touch them. So I try not to have my nails.
Embrace the blood.
Yeah. Oh.
You're not gonna bleed. She's not gonna bleed.
Yeah, she is.
You don't bleed.
Oh yeah.
Never
When you
bled.
first start playing, you play enough, you play long
All
enough,
right,
or you
I'm
start
done.
to
I'm not
really.
Bass
playing
guitar.
no more.
Bass
My
guitar
fingers
made me
can't
bleed.
be. I can't bleed. I can't do
You're not
this.
gonna bleed.
No, you
No.
got it.
I've
You
never
got it.
bled.
You got it.
All
I've
right,
never
so
bled.
but my
Got it.
fingers are going to be hard now.
It's
Just the
at
ones
first,
you
yeah.
have on the fretboard
No, feel
that
mine.
you're pushing down.
Feel mine. Does that feel hard?
Yes. Feel mine. They're soft. mine are soft.
Yeah, they're gonna get a little rough on the tips.
Yeah.
But that's good. You want that to like. So
Yeah.
the first month is gonna suck.
Trust me, no one is gonna look at your hand and be like, "Ugh."
I will.
Yeah, she just did that to
No,
me.
you won't. Oh my god.
She's like, yeah.
You know what? That actually good example. Good example. Which hand is calloused? No, don't touch it. Just
I have
look.
to feel it.
No, just look.
No, I don't care how
That's
your
what I'm
hands look.
saying. By the looks,
I
it doesn't
care how they
matter.
feel for myself.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's good. It's all good. We never
Yeah, you
notice.
can't tell by looking at them,
No.
but my fingers are like.
It's like
look
your earrings,
shit in
right?
general.
Your
Yeah.
earrings. When you're wearing your earrings, do you notice them all day?
No, I don't. No. But I feel my fingers all the time.
Yeah, you're not gonna notice.
If I have calluses on this hand, I'm gonna have to have calluses
It's
on
worth
this
it, though.
hand. I have
It's
to
worth
have
it.
It's worth it.
evenness. I can't have my one hand feeling hard, my other one not.
It'll get used to it.
Yeah. You got it.
You'll
You
learn to
got
love
it.
'em.
You got it.
I'll keep you posted on how that goes.
You'll learn to love it.
I'll
You'll
play
learn to
for
love
a
it.
day and then it's
And then when your
over.
kid bites your fingers, you'll prefer the calloused hands
Yeah.
anyway.
He'll eat every object that he sees. He does eats all objects. That's another story for another time. But
That's kids, let me tell you.
Yeah, he loves eating objects. I have a game.
Let's
Yes.
go.
All right, you want to play?
Yeah.
Love
All right, so
Oh.
yeah, I have who's most likely to. All right, so this is you, me,
Oh my dear God.
Me.
Me.
Dom.
Dom.
Jesse.
I
Okay.
We love this kind of stuff. We just love talking to people. Again, it's the music is not the main focus.
No.
It's we want to reach people, and we know that music is a good platform for that. Like when we get past the music, once we get to a certain point, I want to act in big movies like Harry
Yes.
Styles does,
Yes,
right? I want
yeah.
to get into fashion, like do all these other things, just to like the bigger that we can get, the bigger the platform we have to voice our opinions. And I don't think we would be here if we didn't think that we had valuable positions.
I agree. Big
That
time.
could help the world.
1000%.
So
All right. So our game, who's most likely to? I'll come from. I smacked that. Did you see that?
Nice.
I
That
just
was
smacked the
quick.
fly. Where'd it go?
it went over there. I see it. I'm literally watching.
I went like
it.
that. Could you
She
imagine if I
said, "I'm
caught
out."
it?
Yo, that would be crazy.
You're like, ha. Okay. Who's most likely to lose their phone on a night out?
No. I've never lost my phone. Have I?
You lose things more than I do.
I wish
Where are
there-
my keys?
I-
Where's this? Where's that?
I wish there was an Ariel
Oh my
or
God.
Fred LaMusa.
Yeah,
He
he'll
loses
lose
everything.
everything.
I guess I'll agree with you.
You
Don't-
lose more things than I do.
Yeah.
You can't look at him. Look at me.
Oh,
You're
look at
right. there's no
you.
persuading.
We don't want to argue.
Most likely to own the most pets.
I got 2 dogs.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Most likely to lock themselves out of the house. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Did you do that before?
I've done that, yeah, many times.
You actually,
Car, my-
your office.
Yeah,
multiple
just
times.
recently.
Literally, just the other day, he locked himself out of his
I
office.
see, that was a great question. Most likely to get an embarrassing tattoo. Now, you both have tattoos. Who would most likely get an embarrassing one? Oh, so me and me. Okay.
I just got Doodle Bob on my leg.
That's not embarrassing. You're proud of that.
I want to get right cheek on my left cheek and left
Yeah, but
cheek
you're
on my
proud
right
of
cheek.
that. You're proud of that.
Yeah, but like,
I literally have oh, sorry with the mic. I have a peanut butter sandwich from an ex-girlfriend.
all right. So then, how
on
about this?
my
How about this? How about this? Life's short. You know what I mean?
you know, you just said peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah,
So you have the jelly and she has the peanut butter?
she's got the jelly.
She has the jelly.
We don't have to talk about it.
Oh, God. What's your wife say about that?
It was before her.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, good sport. I would have said, you better cover that up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm working on
That's
it.
the feisty one of me.
You better cover that.
You better cover that up. Most likely to get caught skinny dipping. I knew it was going to be Dom. I knew it.
I don't even have to look. I know it.
Most likely to Irish exit.
Ooh.
Well,
No, actually, yeah.
What?
I like to say goodbye to everybody.
I mean, I do too, but like
sometimes it's like, all
internally,
right, I'm
sometimes
done.
for both of us, we look at each other and we're like,
Let's go. No, I feel it.
every time we Irish goodbye, I'm following Dom.
wow,
Okay.
wow.
Most likely to respond first to a text.
I would say Dom a little bit more, but lately, I mean, I've been trying to be on it.
Okay. All right.
I've been trying to, smell the roses a little more, be in the
All right.
moment.
So we're trying to flip flop a little bit. Most likely to have a snappy comeback. You're indecisive.
This is Aquarius season,
Listen,
baby.
I know that you would have a snappy one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Most likely to be the life of the party. That's a hard one, right?
Ooh.
Dom's undecided. No, no, no.
I'll give it to you.
Okay, life of the party.
I'll give it to you.
Most likely to scream in the middle of a horror movie.
I love horror, so
Oh.
nobody, none of us.
It's hard to
scream.
scare me.
Yeah, we don't scream.
No, I love horror movies.
However, I just saw Alien Romulus,
And you screamed.
I like there was an older woman next to me, and like that one part came, and I was just I physically was like, oh,
So you scream. That's a
Okay,
scream.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
An O is
And that was a scream of some sort of vocalness inside a movie theater. To like, oh,
that's me then.
It's okay. My husband, he actually kicked. We were watching The Conjuring 2 or 3, whatever it was.
Oh, great movies.
Yeah, we were in the movie theater, and he kicked his hat all the way over on the other side of the movie theater.
my God.
I could not stop laughing the whole time. I had to walk out of the movie theater, compose myself, and come back in. It was so funny. I don't scream during them.
Yeah.
I love them.
Wait.
I mean, I got engaged at a haunted house, so I mean,
What?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
wait.
haunted house?
Prey Factory. It's right on Front Street, right by the studio that you
Oh
guys
my
that you went to.
God.
The
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jackson
awesome.
Street.
Well,
In
it's
South Philly.
yeah,
Jackson
Front and
Street.
Jackson.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Super quick story, and I'm gonna make sure it's super quick. Best experience I have ever had with a horror movie before. We saw. I'm from Connecticut, and I lived near the Haunting in Connecticut, where it was based off of, and I live in the town of one of the most haunted places in the U.S. And so we went and saw this movie, and my friends and I got like absurdly high beforehand. And we sat like very, very front row at the screen. So you're like this. And we were next to these like 13-year-old boys. And there was a super scary part. And one of the kids, I am not lying when I tell you this, literally pissed his pants and ran out of the theater. And all of us were laughing the rest of the movie. He never
would-
came back.
I wouldn't
never came
either, right? And that's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah, his friends were just clowning him the
Definitely
whole
not
time.
friends with him anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Probably
so
hiding.
embarrassing.
All right, last question.
Yep.
Most likely to face plant into a crowd.
What do you face plant to a crowd?
Face plant into a crowd. Okay. So you.
I'm unashamed to admit.
Are you clumsy?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
very clumsy. My shoes get
was
untied, and I've done really clumsy things before, but you just gotta laugh it off.
Hey, that's it. I mean, it's life.
Yeah.
We all do crazy things, right?
Yeah.
All right. So guys, that was fun. I enjoyed
Yeah,
myself.
thank you.
Right.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. I saw you guys did stuff with CILT on your page.
Yeah, all
like
summer
I was,
at CIL, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Right. I was like looking at your pages that you guys did stuff with Nugget before. He's a great person.
Yeah.
Tell me, do you like smooth tea or do you like CILT?
Oh my God.
So
Controversy.
we're not exclusive with either.
Yeah.
So we truly love both because they both showed us love and they both like collaborated with
And they
us.
both taste good.
Yeah, they're both good. Like
Yeah.
And I can drink both, I believe, because I think they're gluten free, so we're good.
Yeah.
so we just did like a little Labor Day get together, and I was like, my wife was like, I'm gonna go get alcohol. I was like, okay, get either CIL or smooth tea or get both.
Yeah.
Because like we always want to support the brands that are supporting us.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're either gonna drink those. So when I go to the bar, it's they either have CIL or smooth. Like that's
drink them.
always gonna be my first go-tos.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And I'll drink them both. Like I don't care, but I want to support brands that support us.
Yes.
So, but over the summer, we literally every week we see CIL iced tea, and they're giving us CILs. And
Yeah. I remember, I think when they first started like their podcast, one of the guys worked at Family Court with me. And I used
wow.
to
Oh,
see
yeah.
him. Yeah.
The Island
and-
Podcast.
Yeah.
Those guys are great.
Yeah, and then I mean Smooth, he's a great guy.
Yes.
I think his marketing is so clever.
That's genius.
Yeah.
It's
is-
genius.
It is so clever.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing. And, you know,
Yes.
the people in the music industry that are doing the best, they're not making their money off the music. They're making it off of everything else. And he's doing it right. You know,
Yeah.
especially in Philadelphia where
Keep
there
it
is no
smooth.
market and there's no community. It's like you're seeing Smooth thriving
Yeah.
in something that doesn't really exist. And we really respect that because we understand how much hard work that takes
Yeah.
and how much sacrifice that takes as well. You know?
1000%. I'm gonna get him on this. We talk about it, but he's such a busy
Oh
person.
my God. Yep.
So I was like, yeah, you got to get on the show and we got to talk because
Yeah.
I need to pick his brain
I
big
know.
time.
He's
Yeah.
a smart guy.
Yes.
he's awesome.
Wawa gift box. I just have like little. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
get
we
to
love
it before
Wawa.
this is over.
Yeah.
That was cool. I'm jealous that you got a Wawa gift box. How'd
love
that
that.
happen?
So okay, so we're gonna give you the insider. So we did the last show with a few artists. One of the artists was Brooke Falls, super dope artist. She's really nice, but when we did our promo video, she was dressed in Wawa stuff, and she's like, yeah, she put us on. She's like, yeah, like tag Wawa because they'll literally like they might give you free stuff. We're just like,
And
are
we
you
start
serious?
tagging
So
Wawa.
if you
I
show
love
Wawa
Wawa.
some love and you're like an artist or anything you do with like where you're like actively doing it to an audience, they're most likely going to reach out to you as long as you like keep at it,
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
tagging them, keep promoting them. And they're just going to be like, what's your size?
Yeah.
We're going to send you some stuff.
And it makes sense too because we have a tradition after every show, we go to Wawa.
Do
And
you?
we've been doing that for like
What's your
been
go-to
years.
order? Let's
Yeah,
hear it.
like-
What's your go-to order for
Ooh,
Wawa?
man,
Tell
that's
them Ants. I love Ants order.
oh yeah, Ant's
Anthony
idea. So
Winters.
he always gets a quesadilla, but they always cut it two, so it's like three things, and
Yeah.
then that middle triangle is like on
I
each
hate
side.
that middle piece. It's so floppy and
He tells them to
flimsy.
just cut it in half,
Cut it
so
in
you have
half.
two sides.
You have two end pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
It's literally.
who cares about the middle piece,
But
right?
I'll-
Just cut it in
I'll
half.
tell you-
What's the point?
My favorite order there. And this was like my drunk college order, like after the UArts parties. You'd go and you'd get a barbecue chicken sandwich, right? Breaded chicken, barbecue, cheese, and then a side of mac and cheese. And then you take the mac and cheese and
used
put
to
it
love
in the sandwich and then eat it.
Oh, okay.
God.
And it is
I
just
used to love their mac and cheese. Oh my god, I miss it. I can't
their
have it
meatballs
ever
too.
again.
Oh my
Come on,
god.
Tom, that's embarrassing.
No, it is not.
So
no, It is
embarrassing.
not. No, it is not. Because I can make a mean meatball. I can make a mean dish, but man,
I've
there's
never
something
had
about...
their meatballs,
Well, come
so-
on, it's like pizza too, right? Sometimes you'd prefer that slice, like that dollar
Okay,
pizza,
yeah,
right?
uh-huh.
I prefer the dollar pizza over like the $15 a slice gourmet. You know, the onions were caramelized over. You know, I don't need all that. Just give me a shitty dollar slice of pizza,
Okay.
and it's amazing.
All right, and you want the Wawa meatballs?
I want the Wawa meatballs.
I don't know if I can get down with the Wawa. Yeah, that's what I said. Come on, you're supposed to be a Dago, and here you are.
I will say nobody can do lasagna like my mom can.
See, okay,
will
you're
say
you're
that.
getting back on top with
Yeah.
me then. Okay.
Wawa doesn't have lasagna though.
I'm glad they don't.
So you want some free stuff from Wawa? All right,
Yeah.
so we got to make a moment. So
Let's make a moment.
Let's all just say Wawa has pizza right now, and then we'll clip that.
Wawa has pizza.
Wawa has pizza.
Wawa has pizza.
Wawa's got pizza.
Let's get
Wawa
Wawa
has
pizza. I
We're-
want Wawa pizza.
We're getting Wawa pizza after this.
Let's get Wawa pizza.
Their pizza's not bad.
Guess
I like
what?
their
I don't
pizza.
know if I can. I can't have their pizza. I'm gluten free. Get a gluten free thing, and I'm there.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm giving you ideas, Wawa.
Just get it and cut it before you take a bite.
Yeah.
Cut.
Oh man. Wow, you guys are teaching me so many things here.
Yeah.
And Dom likes Wawa meatballs. All right. We're gonna end this, okay? Because it was.
Is it
an
because he
amazing
likes
time.
the meatballs?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a little
she's
depressed
over it.
about this. I'm over Dom. No, I'm kidding.
I'm literally gonna go to Wawa in spite now and get meatballs.
Send a
Oh my
photo.
god!
Yeah.
Send the photo. I want to hear an inspiring quote from from both of you guys that you either live by or that you a message for someone who wants to do like what we're doing or just anything. I mean, you guys gave a lot of inspiring messages today. I'm
Yeah.
not kidding. I'm inspired. You guys helped
you.
me.
Thank you. I
Yes.
got one.
Okay.
And I say this all the time: do as much as you can until you can't.
Okay. Do as much as you can until you can't.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because there's gonna be a point where you can't. So as long as you understand that there's always gonna be a time, there's gonna come a time where you can't anymore. Hopefully that'll push you to do as much as you possibly can now.
Whoa. Deep. What about you?
First one that comes to mind is a life full of love is a life worth living. That's what I would say. And there's a lot of quotes, but I think to sum it up, that's it.
These are beautiful. Oh, guys.
And the haters.
There you go. I like that one the most. Yes, that's the one I'm feeling.
Oh my god. I love it.
You guys are all mushy, and I'm like, yeah. That's it. That's it.
Oh my god.
Oh, beautiful. This is great. This is so
What's
great,
what's an
guys.
inspirational quote that you give? What's
Yeah,
something that
yeah.
you tell yourself or you tell people? What's something that drives you?
What drives me?
Yeah.
Don't listen to nobody, do my own thing, and have a great time doing it.
Let's
and
go.
if something doesn't work out, do something that you enjoy and keep on going at it. I mean, it's the only way I kept doing this. And if you need to take a step back, look at it, and then start again. That's literally, I make my own words up. I have no idea what I just said, but it's how I'm feeling.
I mean, the only way you lose is not trying.
Yeah, it's the truth. And guess what? It took me a little bit to realize exactly the type of success was success for me. And no matter what, I feel like my ultimate goal may never happen. But as long as I'm doing something that I love, I'm content and happy with it. And like that's something that I had to teach myself because I felt like of course, I'm going to shoot for the stars, right? But you need to give yourself little goals to hit first because if you're just focused at that top goal, these little things you're going to think are not wins, but they are. Just think, not many people do what we do and have the confidence to do it and feel like, oh, no one's going to be listening and watching. People do listen and people do watch, whether they like you or not. They're looking.
Yeah, it's true.
So
it's very true.
Do what you love because no matter what, people are going to talk about you. Either way, good publicity, bad publicity, it's all publicity.
Yeah,
it's all a buzz.
It's all a buzz at the City Buzz.
Thank you. Like, we truly appreciate what you do, and
Thanks.
Thank you for allowing us to be here and giving us a voice.
I was so excited to have you guys on the show. I really was because I mean, catching up with Dom. I mean, it has to be.
It's been a couple of years at least.
A couple of years. I mean, seeing you, it was 2013. Yeah. We're at 2024 now. Like this is wild. Yeah, right. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. And never meeting you, I watch your stuff, guys, and I'm very inspired. I love the message that you guys are having, the energy that you guys have. Like it's really great. And I really am coming on September 24th. I'm not kidding. At your show.
Nice.
Tell everyone how you get your tickets.
Oh, domandjesse.com.
Okay.
Yep. Camera there, camera
and
there.
If you
this one.
To that one.
this one?
No, this one.
This one. If you're in the Philly area and you want it like a physical ticket, we got physical tickets too. So DM us at Dom and Jesse. But literally anywhere you look up Dom and Jesse, you can find us and you can find the tickets. There's going to be a link somewhere.
Awesome, perfect. I can't wait to go. We'll film at the Dom and Jesse concert and show different things. We'll make a little reel about it.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this. A night out. Who's coming with me?
Let's go.
It's gonna be fun. You should bring your husband too. Bring him along. Make it a date night.
He might, since it's Tuesday. We'll get someone to watch Denny. That'll be great. Thank you so much again to Dom and Jesse. It has been such an amazing time. Two awesome, amazing guys with the best vibes. I can't wait to go to their show at Vinyl on September 24th. Make sure that you check it out. Also, thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Keep sharing our stuff, our reels. We truly appreciate it. And make sure you check us out on YouTube, Apple, iHeart, and Spotify. And remember, keep your eyes on the city and your ears on the buzz. Woo!
Summer all year, baby.
Summer all year.